Good morning, gun nuts. I'm Nathan, and this is the Reload and Press, and welcome to the 32 H&R Mag series. The 32 H&R Mag cartridge was developed as a partnership between Federal and Harrington Richardson in 1984, much to the chagrin of George Orwell. The cartridge was designed to be able to be fit into revolvers about the size of a J-frame Smith, and to be able to hold 6 rounds instead of 5 and provide the same or more power than a 38 Special. The 32 H&R Mag, as designed, gives you about 13% more power than the standard 38 Special, meaning bullet weight and speed. Ruger jumped on the bandwagon almost immediately and started offering the 32 H&R Mag in their single 6 line. This lasted from 1984 until 1997, and then they discontinued it due to either slipping sales or who knows what. So in 2002, Ruger decided to reintroduce this 32 H&R Mag in the single 6, mainly due to the increased popularity in cowboy action shooting in SASS. They almost entirely had a 4 5/8 inch barrel, and they were most entirely a Vaquero type. However, later on, they went to adjustable sights and longer barrels, and there's different options and exclusive models, like this Davidson model from 2004 with the bird's head grip. Now this revolver shot factory and jacketed rounds like a dream. Very, very good accuracy. However, the cast loads really suffered because the cylinder throats were a 0.5 thousandths smaller than the groove diameter, meaning that the bullets had to size themselves down to fit through the very small cylinder, and then they weren't able to obturate all the way to groove diameter for the barrel. In part, that was because I was also getting gas cutting due to the pressure of the round. So I was trying to go the harder bullet, and the harder bullet was making it harder to obturate, so then I would get leading and forcing cone in other places. So I was really chasing my tail with this gun for quite a while, and it became a safe queen. Well, recently I decided I wanted to pull it out and I wanted to fix it. So I sent the cylinder into a gunsmith. So we got our cylinder back for our 32 Mag. Too bad there isn't smell-o-vision. It smells like bluing. I think he blued the throats after he got done machining them. Everything looks very smooth. I see no machining marks inside the throats or anything. No damage, it looks like, to the bluing on the outside or anything like that. It looks like it's really good shape. The only thing left to do would be to go ahead and slug it and see what its size is. But first, let's go ahead and just try to run some calipers in there and get an idea. Dial caliper on a cylinder throat is not the most accurate thing in the world. It gives you a good idea of what you're dealing with, but it isn't 100% because there's just too many irregularities. As you can see, it's coming out right at 314 and 314 and 314 and what looks like a half. That one looks to be closer to 315. 315, 315, wow. So this isn't going to be the most accurate way to do this, but I'm getting from 314 to 315 with the dial calipers. And he told me that they're at 314, so I'm going to have to slug them to check for sure. Alright guys, so I went out and slugged it, and it's coming out right at 314. So I'm pretty happy with that. I look at some of my bullets here, like this is a 314 size bullet, and it's snug. It fits in there pretty tight. It doesn't fall in. You can see with a little bit of force, it actually makes a noise when it comes through. I think it's already gotten a little bit of bullets. Yeah, bullet size a little bit, but as you can see there, it's not falling all the way through. Bolt's gotten a little bit smaller. Couple holes are, I honestly think a little bit tighter than others. Like these two holes here are tighter than like this one here. So I think this hole here is a little bit closer to 315, and these are 314. But guys, it's a lot better than 311 or 312, which is what it was. So the goal of this load development series is to get my power factor up over 38 Special, and to recreate the kind of accuracy I've seen with the jacketed bullets. And to do that, I've got 5 different bullets that we're going to try, and 4 to possibly 6 different powders. So let's take a look at those bullets and see what we're working with. Alright, so starting from left and going towards the right, we've got a 120 grain wide nose flat point gas check bullet. Now I've used this bullet in the past, and it's not a bad bullet. It's heavy, which means the point of aim is going to be a bit of an issue with the Vaquero. We've got a 92 grain Lee semi-wad cutter, a 91 grain Lee wad cutter that I got from Timothy Robinson off the PC Bullet Empire channel, an 85 grain Lyman round nose bullet, and a 102 grain Lee round nose bullet. I'm most hopeful for this 91-92 grain semi-wad cutter and the 91-92 grain wad cutter. Those are the ones that I think are most likely to perform very well. For our powders, we're going to be running Accurate Arms number 5, Hodgdon CFE pistol, Hodgdon HS6, and Alliant Unique. Those are all relatively mid-range type powders except for CFE pistol, but I just wanted to try it. Now my 2 wild card powders are Alliant Red Dot, which I've had really good success with before. And if all else fails, I'll fill the daggum case up with some Trail Boss and see what that does. So these are going to be the components that we're using for load development. Now for cases, we have about 250 cases, of which about 200 of them are loaded with nonsense and messes that I've loaded over the years and need to be unloaded. I've got several rounds that I've made up for other uses. For instance, this right here are 85 grain round nosed. They're unsized, so the bullets are about 314, 315 with 3.3 grains of red dot. Now I don't know whether these bullets have been air cooled or water dropped, guys. I have no idea. Show you, I got here's another 3.3 grains of red dot with 115 grain semi-wad cutters that I'm pretty sure have been water dropped. They're unsized as well, so there'll be about 314 or so. And then I've got another set of these 115 grains that have been sized to 313, and they have 2.7 grains of tight group. So when we go shooting, we're just going to shoot this stuff up and get some baseline work before we start load development. This isn't part of the load development itself, it's just getting some baselines of what we've had in the past and freeze up brass and things like that so that we can get going forward. So let's go ahead and take it to the range. Wait, no, the range is this way. Alright, so this is the 3.3 grains of red dot, 115 grain round nose flat point. Powder coated.
It's not about talking shit, it's about how close it is that makes me nervous, how close it is.
Alright, so 3.3 grains of red dot with 115 grain round nose flat point. Powder coated.
Let the gun you're just squeezing until it goes down. Don't jerk it, the gun will go down. Just like you want right across basically your finger.
Alright, so this is 3.3 grains of red dot with an 85 grain powder coated round nose.
So pull it up.
Alright, this is another set of the 3.3 grains of red dot with the 85 grain powder coated round nose bullet. Alright, this is a tight group load with 115 grain red nose, round nose flat point, not PC. Alright, let's try that one more time. Tight group, 115 grain, round nose flat point. Alright, let's go back and take a look at that. Alright, so that's the first group of 85 grain round nose. The one that's off to the right was me. Let's see how this second group of 5 does. And that flew right in my eye at just the right perfect moment. Alright, so these 85 grain round noses aren't too bad. They're not great. They're not too bad. Let's go ahead and try the 115 grain tight group. That's not terrible either. And that load gives me flat primers, but it doesn't give me any kind of other pressure marks or pressure signs. Let's go ahead and shoot 5 more of those. Alright guys, so we have a 3.3 grains of red dot on 115 grain round nose flat point.
You're gonna ruin it.
Let's see how she does. Ugh.
What am I looking at?
Front sight.
Huh?
Front sight.
I think that's 3 in one hole, guys. I think this is right on the edge of doing something.
It's hard to say.
So we'll take a look at that. Velocities with that bullet weight. Alright, that's going to do it. So let's go ahead and take it back to the reloading room. Alright, ladies and germs, it was a hot one there at the range. Speaking of hot ones, I wanted to tell you that the speeds that I was getting from this gun were loads that I have worked up over time and that were not showing any signs of excessive pressure. Keep in mind that the Ruger Single 6 is also used for the 327 Federal Mag, which is a much more powerful cartridge. I worked that load up over time. So don't go jumping into this and think, hey, I can get 1,300 feet per second out of my 32 H&R Mag. Those loads were probably a little too hot anyway. Just a word of warning or a word of caution. Alright, so we got the brass cleaned up. Our bullets all purty laid out and they're ready to go. And we are about ready to start loading. I'm not going to drag you through the loading with the series. However, I am going to start a reloading series. Which means whenever I go to reload a new cartridge or a different cartridge, I'm going to make a video just on reloading that cartridge. And it'll be in its own playlist under reloading. So you can take a look at that if you're interested in reloading the 32 H&R Mag. If not, our next video is going to be us going to the range with 2 of these bullets. Because that's about how many cases we have, is to load up ammunition for 2 bullets. I haven't quite chosen the bullets I'm going to go with first. My excitement on the wad cutters is kind of leading me down that path, but we'll see. So until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.